chalo, okay. So now this meeting is on recording. Thank you very much for telling me that. So we need to start with HTML, right? And after that, we need to define the head tag, and then we can define the body tag like this. And last but not the least is the off tag that we need to define for the HTML. Okay, for this HTML element right in the last. So that's how we can define the basic structure of HTML. And after that, we need to save this file in the form of a web page. And how can we do that? We need to come on this file option,
Yes, sir.
click on the save as option, and after that, we can select any location where we want to save
But
this
the
file as a
written
web page.
heel
Sir,
other
there
than
have
head.
you opened the head tag? It's L
I will
instead of
rectify
D.
the error here. I will rectify it. So I'm saving this with rules. Okay, this is the name that I'm giving to this file, rules of HTML, rules of HTML, and the extension which I need to use is .html, or you can use .html. Now let's close this notepad file and open that rules of HTML file we have created. So this is what you're going to get as an output. Okay. Now what is the thing that you're seeing over here? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, the
What is this
title.
written over here?
Title.
It is a title, right? Now because we haven't defined any specific title for our notepad file, so this title part of this page is picking up the name with which we have saved our notepad file, right? Now let's do one thing. Let's make use of the title tag so as to define, so as to give a specific title to our web page. For doing the same, we need to open it in the notepad first, and here inside these head
Yes, sir.
tags we can make use of the title tag,
Yeah.
rules of HTML. Okay, and that's how we can give a specific title to a web page that we have created on our computer. Now let's see what is the change that we are going to get on our web page. So now you can see that the title has got changed to the one we have defined in the notepad. Now let's do one thing. Let's write down something here. This today we are studying I think now everyone will be able to see what I have written on the notepad. So this is a line this is a text that I have written here on this notepad file. Okay, today we are studying rules of HTML. Let's save the changes and see what are we going to get as an output on this web page. So this is what you're going to get as an output. Fine. Now let's come on the first rule. What is this first rule saying? Tags and attributes names are not case sensitive. What does this mean? It means that if you will write down this HTML, the name of this tag is going to be writing down the name of the tag, it is not going to affect the
Now, sir.
what is the second point? The second point is saying container tag should always be closed because an unclosed tag can lead to undesired result. Now let's make use of a tag. Let's make use of this bold tag here. Fine. So what is this tag going to do? How is it going to affect this text that I have defined inside these bold tags? Let's see the change that we are going to get on the web page over here. So this is how it is going to make it get reflected in bold. Now the text is going to get reflected in bold letters. Okay, so using this bold tag, you can do it. It is a kind of container tag, and you can define the text inside this container tag, so as to make it bold. Now, if suppose let's write down another line here. I am teaching computers to grade 7 Mahavidya. ठीक है, if suppose I write this line and I want this to get reflected in regular font, so I won't be enclosing it inside this container tag, right? Now let's see what is the output we are going to get. So this is the output that we are going to get on the web page. If suppose by mistake you forgot to define this off tag for this bold tag, what is going to happen in that case? What I want is, I want this tag to get reflected in bold, and I want this text to get reflected in regular font. Now I will be getting the required output or not. Let us just see that whether we'll be able to get the desired output. अभी क्या हो रहा है बेटा? We are getting everything in bold font, right? Everything is there in bold font.
We have
So this is the error that you may come across if you will not define the off tag for a particular container tag. This is what point number 2 is saying. Container tag should always be closed, because an unclosed tag can lead to undesired result. Okay. Now let's come on the third point. The third point is saying values given to the attributes should be enclosed within quotes, especially if the value contains any blank space. Now, how can we what is the thing that we require for understanding this point? Let's define a table. Okay, so for defining a table in the web document, the tag which you can use is this table tag. Okay, now let's define a row for this table. So for defining the row, you can use table tr tag. This is not in your course. It is just for making you understand the third point. That is the reason why I'm using this table tag and this tr tag. Now if you want to define a data inside this row that you have created using this tr tag, you need to make use of td tag. Now here inside this td tag, we can make use of bold tag, and we can write down something like this. This is the third HTML rule. Okay, now this is the text which I want to get reflected in bold letters inside this table. Fine. After this, we need to close the td tag. We need to define the off tag for tr tag, and then we need to define the off tag for table tag. That's how we can create a table using these tags. Now let's enhance the property of this table tag. How can we do it? By using style tags. In between these head tags, we can define a style tag like this, and we are going to keep the type of this style tag as text/css. So this type is going to help us in importing the cascading style sheets in our web document, right? And here we need to close this style tag. Once you are done with defining the style portion, you need to write down the name of the tag or the names of the tags which you want to style. Now I want to style all these 3 tags in one go. this table tag, this tr tag, this td tag. I want to style them in one go. How can I do it? By writing the names like this. Fine, I need to write down the names of all the tags I want to give a style to, and I need to separate these tags using this comma in between them. And for styling any tag, we need to put a curly bracket first, and I want to give a border to my table, the table that I've created. For the same, the attribute that I can use is border. Now here I can give two values in one line to a same attribute. How can I do that? See, this is the width of the border that I've defined, and if I want to give a color to the border, I can give it like this. So ठीक है, इस तरीके से you can give a color to the border. Now let's see what is the output that we are going to get here. So this is the kind of output that you are going to get on the web page. This is a table. This is the first row that you're seeing, and here we are able to see a solid border of green color too. Okay. Now my point here is, if you want to pass two different values for the same attribute, we have used this border attribute here, and we have passed two different values for the same attribute. You need to give a space in between these two things, these two values. ठीक है, तभी ये जो border attribute है ये value pick करेगा, otherwise it is not going to pick up the value. Let me just show it to you practically. If I will eliminate the space in between this one px and solid green, let's see whether we will be able to get the required output or not. See, now the border is not there, but if we will put a space in between this value and this value, then we will be able to see the border again. Okay, now according to the third point, the values, the values that you pass for a particular attribute, if suppose they don't work, they don't give you the desired output, so what you can do for getting the desired output, you can enclose them in double inverted commas. आप इनको डबल इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स के अंदर इनक्लोज कर दीजिए. अगर आपका आउटपुट नहीं आ रहा है तो यू विल बी एबल टू गेट द रिक्वायर्ड आउटपुट. ठीक है, इसको भी डबल इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स के अंदर इनक्लोज कर दो और इस वाली वैल्यू को भी डबल इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स के अंदर इनक्लोज कर दो. इज दिस थिंग क्लियर टू एवरी वन ऑफ यू? जो थर्ड पॉइंट है हमारा, values given to the attribute should be enclosed within double inverted commas. Okay. Now comes the fourth point. Attributes values can be case sensitive. If suppose now also you are not able to get the required output, what you have to do, you can make it, you can define it in uppercase letters. It may be possible that if you have written the name of any attribute in lowercase letters, and you might not be able to get the required output. Okay, so in that case what you have to do, you have to make use of uppercase letters for writing down the name of that attribute. Okay, if it is not giving you the required output, if it is not giving you the desired output, then only you have to do this thing. What is this fifth point saying? When the tags are embedded, when you start a tag within another tag, you need to close the inner tag before closing the outer tag. Now let me show you practically what you have to exactly do in this thing. If suppose you have made use of this bold tag, okay, for making this text reflected in bold letters on this output web page. So this is the output that you are going to get. Okay, everything will be in bold. Now if suppose, let's replace it with H1. H1 stands for heading tag. Okay, heading 1. So this is the kind of output that you are going to get now. Font size will increase and it will be in bold only. Okay. Now if suppose you have defined if you are making use of two different tags like this for the same text. Okay, for the same text, at present we are making use of two different tags, H1 tag and B tag. Now what is required as per rule number 5? The tag that you have defined, you know, afterwards, you know, जब जो टैग आप लोगों ने बाद में डिफाइन करा है, that has to be closed first. It is required to be closed first, and after that you are required to close the outer tag. See, if you are using two different tags for a particular text, then this is going to behave as an inner tag, and this is going to behave, or this will be called as outer tag. Okay, now if you have defined such a thing, if you have made use of such a thing in your HTML code, then the thing that is required is you have to close the inner tag first before closing the outer tag. If you will do it like this, it may be possible that you may not be able to get the required output. Okay, so remember this thing. If you are making use of two different tags on the same text, then you have to close the inner tag first like this, and after that you have to close the outer tag. So this was rule number 5 you have to take care of. Now let's understand rule number 6. So as per rule number 6, you please make sure that you don't give any space in between the name of the tag. Okay, this is the body tag, and if you will give any space in between the letters of the name of the tag, then it may not be able to give you the desired output. So please make sure कि आप इनके बीच में कोई स्पेस नहीं देना है. Similarly, head tag के बीच में भी आपको इन letters के बीच में you don't have to give any space in between the letters of the name of this tag. Is this thing clear to every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
comes
sir.
the last and final rule. See, whenever you are using any tag, make sure that there should be no space in between this symbol and the name of the tag, and this symbol and this name of the tag. इनके बीच में कोई स्पेस नहीं होना चाहिए. How you have to write down the name of the tag? See, if suppose you want to make use of body tag, you have to put these two signs first and make sure that there is no space in between these two signs. Bring your cursor in between these two things and write down the name of the tag. So that's how you can define any tag. This is a proper way you need to define the tag in your HTML document. Is this thing clear to every one of you?